a little bit of yellow cake, and we're going to be starting from right over in this area. And you let me know when you're ready, Al, and we'll go ahead and count it down.
I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. And Al is off. All right, I don't even see Al. Oh, there we go. I see him now. There he is right there. He's got a cart. He's headed out of town right now. And you can see him right there in that cart. He's stuck in traffic.
I forgot to set my waypoint.
All right. Uh-oh. The cops are after him. The cops are shooting him. You gotta move, Al. Don't get killed there. Oh my goodness. Go, man. Go. He's off. He's running. All right. The cops are chasing him. The cops are chasing him through St. Denis. And he's in that cart, and he's finally moving. I think that he has his waypoint set. I'm not really certain about that. I'm going to move on out of the way and just to see where he goes at this point. He just blasts on by me right now, and that's cool. He's in that cart. He's gone, and he's heading down this cobblestone rockway. And he's slowed up a little bit, but he's going to make this left-hand turn, and he's going to head out of town. Well, he made a right-hand turn. Maybe it's me that's confused. It apparently is. So he needs to go to the right and then head back to the left, cross that bridge, get on out of town, and get out into the La Grasse area. And off he goes. And it looked like he just clipped that light pole right there for just a moment. It was just a quick little hesitation, and then he was off and going. More like a stutter than anything else. And
it's
we
not
are
the cart
off
that I
and running.
wanted, though.
Not the start you were looking for, Al?
Not the cart. I like the cart without the top on it because it's easier to see in front of it for me.
Gotcha.
But that's okay.
All right, so there's the first problem that Al has run into. He was looking for an open cart as opposed to this canopied cart. But let's hope that Al can just pay attention to what's in front of him and get a good run in without destroying this cart. He had a little bit of a bobble back there in St. Denis. He was able to find a cart quickly. There's no doubt about that. And he was able to get it quickly without too awfully much resistance. But then as he forgot to set his waypoint, and as he was setting that waypoint, the cops swooped in and tried to take that cart back from Al and put him in cuffs and haul his sorry butt off to jail as a cart thief. And as you know, he would have been tried. He would have been tried by the law. What would have happened to him? Well, we don't know. And I'm glad that Al doesn't know. So he is off and running. And he makes this turn. You know, that could have been a good place to bushwhack just a little bit, gain a second, maybe two, something like that. You know, you have to. Oh, there's a coach in the way. Al gets around that coach at the last moment. What a move that was! What a move that was! And look at that. It looks like he has a palomino right there in harness. And this will be interesting as well to see how this horse will stand up. You know, although Al might have had a minor problem back there, he's going well down the trail at this point. We've got a rider in the way. He's out around that rider and moving back on down the trail. And, you know, what little trouble that Al had back there getting out of St. Denis is absolutely, it's an insignificant amount of time. It's easy to be made up. Off the edge of that little cliff that he goes, rather than go between those rough edges, he decided to go right over one. And that cart was able to stand up to that kind of abuse. And these carts are quite durable. And so to lose a cart, it really has to be under adverse conditions, and it has to be an absolute strain upon either the horse or the cart. And most of the time, it's the horse that's collapsing with the cart crashing down above him. All right, there's an attempt to straighten out that line a little bit and reduce that distance that he has to go, which will reduce his time spent on the trail. And it looks like he's out for just a Sunday run. And that's what it is, Al. It's a Sunday, and you're running. Now, I noticed that Al decided to stay out of the posse and run in defense. And that
I didn't even think about that.
That could very well be a good thing for him. You never know. I mean, I don't know exactly how the defense works with the AIs and the other wagons. My guess would be that it doesn't really make much difference with the regular in-game AIs in missions that crop up. But nonetheless, it'd be interesting to see. And the fact of the matter is, we just don't truly know. Not 100% in any event.
I haven't had enough coffee yet. Didn't even think about that.
Damn. Hey, what are you going to do? Are you going to stop up here at Flatneck and grab a coffee? Or
I was trying to think at what point I actually have a second to reach over here and grab a cup, but that's not going to happen.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Al's not going to get his coffee into him. He might not be wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. We are right behind his wagon. His cart, actually, not a wagon. And he's making his way. And we are at Flatneck Station. And just the fact that we haven't had any issues crop up in front of him is certainly a plus.
Don't speak too soon.
Here comes a wagon. See, is he going to be able to get by this wagon comfortably? There he goes. He's making that attempt. He had to wait for an opening. And it was probably good that he waited, because had he not waited, it would have put a lot more stress on him, the horse, the wagon, and it could have gone foul, is what it could have done. But he waited just a moment to make sure the trail was clear, and then he made his pass. And ultimately, others might have tried making that pass without any hesitation, and it could have been, very bad. It could have been very bad for the horse, the wagon, the overall endurance race. Not so for Al at this point, as he approaches the back end of a covered wagon. All right, right on by he goes. He turns right in front of him, avoiding that boulder that was right there. Another good, clean pass. Up over the hill we go. We're going to go by Rig Station up here. Oh, I hear a train coming. Is he going to get over those tracks in time?
It's already there.
Nope, the train is here. The train is here. All right, is he going to wait for it, or is he going to go around it? He's going around it.
Whoa!
Oh goodness! Over those telephone poles he went, bouncing and a jouncing.
Thought I was gone.
No damage to the cart. Still holding on to it. And look at this, the bridge across the waterway here is open. This is the Missouri. I think it is. Montana, I guess it is. The lower Montana, the upper Montana. All right, we're ready to turn downhill, cross the river, and go up the hill and into the Great Plains. All right, I had to put the brakes on for the horse here for just a moment. He's in the water. And that's probably a good thing. Cool the feet of that horse. Those feet just pounding the turf out this way. Pulling on that cart. That horse has got to be exhausted. Exhausted or not, Al is going to push that horse and get him across the Great Plains. And Al is back on trail. We are near Broken Tree in the middle of the Great Plains. There's a Broken Tree right there on our left ahead of us. And we got a couple of cowpokes in the trail up here. Comfortably negotiates on by him. Down the trail, past Broken Tree. And Al elects to keep it on the road as opposed to bushwhacking across the Great Plains.
Yeah, I just don't know exactly where I'm going out here. I'm afraid I'll screw it up.
Okay.
I tried some of the Scarlet Rail crossing. Oh, no, not even paying attention. That didn't work out very well in a practice run, so.
Well, I'll tell you, doing some of the those trestles are not so bad. The ones that have the guide rails on the edge, outer edge, they're pretty wide. Those are neat, but the ones that don't have those guide rails, those are the dangerous ones, and there's plenty of them. Very easy to go right off the tracks, and you're done. Pretty much done. All right, Al's going right by another cart. We have a guy riding a cart. It looks like to market. It looks like that is a vegetable or fruit cart. It's a working cart in any event. And Al is approaching the lower Montana out here. This area is just outside of the parameter of Great Plains, kind of an in-between place between the Great Plains and Hennigan Steed. Oh my goodness, how he did that, I don't know. That was an interesting view to watch that cart split those two cowboys that were on the trail apart and get through without knocking either one of them down or handicapping himself by having his own horse go down or create a problem for his cart. So he was able to get through that. I thought that could potentially be a serious problem right there. All right, across the lower Montana, here we go, yep. Across the river we go. Another cowpoke out on the trail.
Yeah, good.
And you can see the long shot right there. You can see Al at work inside that cart. He's just slapping the reins down on that horse. Headed down the trail. It seems to be a comfortable process for Al at the moment.
Slow but comfortable.
Slow but comfortable. But sometimes slow is fast. I mean, I don't see that you're running to find a horse to get on after wrecking a cart, which could be time consuming. And then the horse is not going to run as fast as your own horse would. All right, Al made a move there, just clipped my horse a little bit.
Sorry about that.
Realizing that I didn't get out. It's not your problem, Al, it's my problem. You're doing everything that you can. And I need to stay out of your way. I don't need to handicap you. And let's see, right there. There's a little bit of sweat on that horse as the reins continue to slap the tail end of that horse. And we all know that these horses are extremely sensitive. They can actually feel a fly or a mosquito land on their body anywhere. And so to have that range slapping the back end of its butt, that's really spooking the horse to run as fast as he can. Now, it doesn't really hurt the horse, but nonetheless, it's startling to the horse. And the horse certainly doesn't like it, mentally speaking, and it goes into the fight or flight mode. In this particular case, the mode is flight. And what we have here is we have a horse with buggy in flight. All right, right here. Al is approaching Armadillo. A little bit of haze. 2:24 p.m. 90 degrees down here at Armadillo. And this could very well be exhausting for the horse. Is that horse hydrated?
I hope so.
Is that horse pegging out? And you know, they claim, and I'm sure that this is true because it makes sense to me, that if you take a horse and you push him beyond his ability to recover, you push him beyond his endurance, you literally break the horse. And that horse will never be the same again as far as his strength, his durability, his ability to run, etc., etc. And that makes sense. That makes good sense. It's you break them, they've fagged out on themselves, what have you, and they just never seem to recover. And it's a little bit of rain is holding the dust down. It's probably a good thing for this horse. That rain will cool the horse down a little bit. And I'm sure that horse is probably thankful for the rain, feeling the relief of that rain. And Al is, he's through the Armadillo area. We're approaching the Fort Mercer station here, Mercer Station. Still going. Al, quite frankly, as I recall, he's made it a long ways. I think there's only one other that has made it this far in a cart. Out around that AI he goes. That AI, it looked like that AI intentionally pulled up short and turned into the pathway of ECU Al from North Carolina. But Al, being aware of all that's going on around him, was able to just zig and zag and take his horse and cart out around him without any contact and just head on down the trail once again.
What's faster, Warren, a horse or a cart, generally? The horse?
The horse will be faster, yeah. The horse is faster than this cart. I could go by you at any time that I choose to. But because the cart is the fastest of the wagons and cart family, it's pretty hard to catch up. They can hold their own. Much faster than a wagon, slower than a horse. And quite durable, all in all. In comparison to a wagon, these carts are quite durable. They can take a beating. They're a lot of fun to huss around with. And there you see Al right now. He's headed up the hill. He's going to make this turn here. Oh, yep, there he goes. He's made the turn, and he's headed in the back way towards the tumbleweed stable. And there he's going to either stop and bail off, or he's just going to bail out of his cart and head into that stable, grab a horse, and he's going to head to Armadillo. All right, you can see him. All right, he bailed out of the cart, took a couple of tumbles right there.
So I didn't.
A little difficult getting to his feet.
Can I call my horse, or do I have to go in the
Nope,
stable?
you got to go in
one?
and get it.
Okay.
Yep. Into the stable he goes, and where he comes out, nobody knows.
Coffee's hip.
All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and, well, let's see. My horse looks like he's in pretty good shape, so I am going to take and give him a little bit of, I'll give him a little bit of juice here. Get him juiced up a little bit. And there's Al right there. It looks like he's probably setting a waypoint for Armadillo.
Yep.
And this can be a little bit of a detriment to his race. If somebody knows the map and knows it well, it can be, quite frankly, a lot faster just running to these locations that you know of. Running away from Tumbleweed, headed towards Armadillo, you could save yourself a good 8 or 10 seconds there. The same would be the case between Armadillo and McFarland's Ranch. The same from McFarland's Ranch to Blackwater. The same from Blackwater to Valentine, and so on and so forth, all the way through this particular race. All right, now what did you choose for a horse here, Al?
Not sure which one this. Yeah, I think this is a Missouri Foxtrotter.
Okay.
Got a couple of those.
All right, Missouri Foxtrotter, he's on. And even on these roads, if you take your corners on the inside, you're a little bit faster. If you weeble and wobble down the trail, it becomes somewhat of a detriment to your time. And I'm just looking at the butt of this Missouri Foxtrotter. And I'll fall in directly behind him and draft off of him. Be a little bit easier for my horse. And as you can see, you can close up on somebody by doing that. And that's a good thing in racing. There's Al right there. He's about ready to turn down these tracks. Yep, there he goes. And he's going to get on the right side of the track to make sure that he has a good entry into the stable. At this stable, he's going to pet, feed, and brush his horse into the corral down here, Al.
Oh.
And you've got to be into this corral. And you're going to brush, feed, and pet your horse, and then you're going to lead it. I will give him a 5 count, and then he can head out to McFarland's Ranch. And so there you can see that Al is servicing his horse. And there he is feeding it. You can see him feed the animal. I'm sure the animal is appreciative. Give him some energy. And there's the petting of the horse. Now he's going to lead it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Go, Al, go. He's on board.
Gotta look.
And
where's next?
Next is going to be
McFarland's
McFarland's Ranch.
I do see a moonshine roadblock in between me and McFarland's Ranch.
I see that on the mini-map. Yes, sir.
Let's try and stay away from that.
Either stay away from it or blast through it. One or the other.
Just go through it.
Now, there might be a little bit of shooting, but I think that he could probably get through that roadblock without taking too much damage. There he is. He's going to blast through it. He's going to crash the gate, and he's going to do it at 98. Look at that. He went through this roadblock so fast that they never even see him here. All right, now he's going to head towards McFarland's Ranch, and at McFarland's Ranch, he's going to go into the large corral and then enter the smaller corral that's inside the large corral and service his horse and lead his horse once again. From there, he's going to head towards the stable in Blackwater. Now, without looking at the clock, we can watch for some telltale signs, and the telltale sign that he's somewhat on track is going to be at approximately halfway through the Great Plains, headed towards Blackwater. We should be in the evening hours, and it should be a full moon out. And if not, if he's ahead of that, if he's ahead of the evening hours, then good on him. He's doing some seriously good time. Now, Al is very pragmatic here, and he's just taking it. He's just taking it down the trail, doing the best he can, trying to stay out of trouble, keep that cart in good shape, which he did. Keep that cart from crashing, which he did. Keep that cart from being destroyed in any way, and he was able to do that. And here he is going into McFarland's Ranch. He's got to get around that train. Let's see which way he's going to go around that train. All right. He's going. He's around the train. He's headed into the corral.
Is that the
And
corral?
he's going to go the one to the left. One to the left.
Yeah. All right.
Over this way. All right. We're into the big corral over here. And then you've got to be in the little corral right here. And here, there he is right there. He's off his horse. And now he's going to pet, feed, and brush. There's the petting. There's the feeding. And there's the brushing. And now it's the lead. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Go, Al.
Blackwater next, right?
Yes, sir. Blackwater Stables. Blackwater Stables. Al's getting his bearings. You can see the evening hours are coming upon us. The sun is going down. The time is 8:14 p.m. Over the rail he goes. Through the fence he goes. And down the trail. And then you see that full moon.
A little bit behind where it should be, probably, but
Well, still a possibility of making it up on the other end as far as trails are concerned. And you can hear the pheasant taking off in the distance. We disturbed a pheasant or two. Al is on trail. Now, everybody else was using the back road to go around McFarland's Ranch, headed towards Blackwater. And quite frankly, this is a shorter way right here. And you can see that Al is already down over the hill, ready to cross the river, and across the river he goes. He's out of the water.
I can assure you the route was unintentional.
Unintentional or not, that is the shorter distance, with less potential for trouble. All right, you can see Al right there. And up over this hill. And as I was saying earlier, if he's out in the Great Plains just ready to enter into Blackwater, you'll see the moon and you'll see It'll be the evening hours. You can see the lights are on that particular farmhouse up that way. And you can see Al. He's definitely running his horse as hard as he can. And based on the indicators that I have, whether he is behind or not, I can't say. But what I can say for sure is that he's about where everybody else is and has been in their race. And he's going to head into the stable. He's going to switch out his horse for another horse, and then from here he is going to head to Valentine.
Do I switch horses again in Valentine?
Yes, you switch horses again in Valentine. Yeah, he's getting ready to come out of the stables. And once he comes out of the stables, he'll be headed directly towards Valentine. Gangsta 12, good day. Bry Killington, good morning. ECU Al still in the stable. He's been in there for a while now. Here he comes. He's coming out of the stables. He's out of the stables.
And we're going to Valentine. Right?
Valentine it is that we're headed to, and he is riding a foxtrotter right there. It certainly looks like. And he is marking his way, chewing up the time on the clock, but nonetheless marking his way. You know, and probably a good thing because, you know, it is evening hours. You want to have your trail marked. You don't want to run into anything that you are not expecting. This is a case whereby you can mark your trail, you can bushwhack off on that trail, you can change the direction that you want to go. That's all up to you as the race participant. And there's Al right there, riding a black horse, dressed in black. And down over the hill we go. We're going to cross the upper Montana. And this is a very difficult place to go. A lot of potential for trouble right here. But a shortcut nonetheless. And he was able to make it through that hairpin turn with all of those boulders. Didn't nick up his horse too awfully bad, nor himself. You can hear some hogs off there in the distance, screaming and hollering, probably complaining that they're being disrupted by Al's quest.
Get out of here, train.
All right, there's the train. He's going to cross right in front of that train. He had an uneventful crossing right there. That's good on Al. All right, Al's headed down over the hill, getting ready to cross the river. Head into Valentine. Going to be interesting to see which path he takes into Valentine. All right, he's running this one a little bit different than others. Up over the hill, we're going to go through some windy trail right here through the pines. And he's headed down over the hill now. Up the hill, down the hill, round the corner.
Jeez, I gotta think I just went around in a big circle.
You did. You did. But you haven't had any trouble, so we just have to see how it plays out. Is he going to? Is he going to? Yes, he is. All right, he's taking this path up over the hill to get up on the flats up this way, whereby he can run right on into Valentine. And then from Valentine, he's going to run into the stable. He's going to change out his horse, and he's going to head towards Barrow Lagoon. Hey, what, mister? You're interfering in a race. Stand back.
Geez, finally.
All right, Al is in Valentine. And the stable is just before us. Okay, Al is in the stables. He's ready to switch up horses. He's ready to switch up horses. He'll be coming out of this stable and heading towards Barrow Lagoon. The time is ticking away. Tick tock, tick tock. All right, I don't know. Maybe Al is having a cup of coffee with the stable attendant.
No, I screwed up. I had my Turkoman earlier, so I had to switch to a different one.
Okay, he's out of the stables. It looks like he's setting his waypoint at this time. And now it's going to get extremely tough. All right, Al is off. There he goes. He's riding a Amber Champagne, Missouri Foxtrotter.
Yep.
The same horse that I'm riding at the present time. And he's out of Valentine now, headed down the hill, ready to cross one of the rivers down this way. And this can be a little bit tricky, going down the hill, crossing the river, and then heading back up the hill. And it looks like Al got a little off trail there in the fog. And he's having some trouble finding that trail in this fog. There it is right there. He's got it. He's on it. He's going up over the hill, under the trestle, and off he goes. Yee-haw! Let's run it out, Al.
Can't see a damn thing in the fog.
I know, it's tough, especially on us old guys. Oh, wait a minute. You're a young pup.
Yeah, not exactly.
All right, we're getting into snow country now. That means that we're approaching Barrow Lagoon. Northern Redneck is with us over there on TikTok. Good morning to you, sir. We are in the middle of an endurance race. The time is ticking away. Tickety-tock, tickety-tock. And we're heavy into snow country now. And the moment that I got even the slightest little bit off trail, my horse slowed down immensely. But I'm able to bushwhack over this way, and we'll see Al come screaming in to this shack. Once he gets to this shack that's overlooking Barrow Lagoon, he's going to run inside and he's going to holler out, "Where the hell is everybody?" And then he's going to come out and he's going to service his horse. You can see him coming. Here he comes. He went completely around Barrow Lagoon rather than right across the ice. Maybe he didn't trust the ice to support the weight of his horse. All right, he's off his horse. He's into the cabin.
Come on, where the hell is everybody?
All right, out he comes. Now he's going to service that horse, brush, feed, and pet the horse, and then lead the horse, and then he's on the last leg. All right, you can see right there, he's brushing.
Come on, eat.
And there he is, he's feeding. And there he is, he's petting. Now lead that horse, Al, we'll be out of here. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Go, 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 Al. Now he's headed to Adler Ranch. Adler Ranch is the destination. That is the final point of this endurance race. And once he gets to Adler Ranch, he's going to take his horse. He's going to put the horse into the barn. He is going to service the horse by taking and brushing, feeding, petting. And then he's going to walk the horse or ride the horse into the stable, run out of the barn and into the house, and he's going to shout out, "Finally, home, sweet home." And when he does that, I will stop the clock. We will see just what kind of time that he was able to do. There's somebody trying to solicit some help along the trail over that way, but Al just, he shrugged and just turned a cold shoulder towards him, and off he went down the trail.
Not today, buddy.
Not today, he says.
Whoa, okay, pay attention.
All right, right here is Al. You can see his horse. And we're heading up the mountain. He's trying to stay on trail. Oh, over that downed tree, Al jumps. And this is a case whereby you protect your time by slowing down when it's really tough, and you just, put the boots to the horse when you've got some open ground. And if you've got spurs on your boots, well, then you put the spurs to them. All right, Al is running down through the trail. We're headed towards Coulter, and then beyond lies Adler Ranch. Cold up this way. Going to take myself a little bit of food to endure the cold, the harsh winter. Al seems to be doing quite well right now. He's pulling away from me. Not much I can do about it either. I can hear him, but now I can no longer see him. I seem to be losing people in this area right here. And I don't have a spotter up here. But
I'll tell you.
Just keep
I'll tell
going.
you when I'm done.
Yeah, you keep going, Al. I can see you way up ahead. Way up ahead. And these Missouri foxtrotters, they're not great for the snow. The horse to have in the snow is the Turkoman.
It's a nice bighorn ram in front of me. Get out of the way. All right, I am pulling in here now.
All right. Into the stable you go. Brush, pet, and feed. We can see the ranch right there, the Adler Ranch. Oh, I see. You got to go into the barn, Al, out back. Out back, out this way. There's the barn right out here.
I got it.
All right, I'm off the horse right here. And you can see Al is just now going into the stable. Brush, feed, and pet, and then walk that horse or ride that horse right into that corral, right into that stable where that horse is enjoying himself. We'll give your horse some company, allow that your horse to cool down, and then Al is going to run into the house.
Do I have to lead him?
He's going to, yeah, you can lead him or walk him. You can ride him. You can do anything you want.
All
Just
right.
get him into that stable, into that. Well, you got to be inside, Al.
Oh.
Where this other horse was. Got to be inside that that little corralled area where that other horse is.
That one?
Right inside here. Okay, this is costing Al some serious time.
Yeah, I don't know where the hell I'm going here. Which?
Come right into the barn. Can you come right into the barn with me?
Yeah.
See me over here? Come right into the barn, right where you brush fed.
Oh, in the stable. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right into the stable. Jump that fence, walk
Get
him
in
in. Close enough. Good enough. Now run for the house. And here comes Al. He's running into the house.
Oh, I'm tired now.
Yeah, he's tired. He needed his coffee. Finally, home sweet home. Finally, home sweet home, Al.
Finally, home sweet home.
Boom, stop. Boom, we got it. All right.
All right.
Well, listen, it was a clean run, Al, but it was a slow run,
Yeah, I know.
unfortunately. But Al, listen, what I need to do most of all is I need to come over here and I need to just go ahead and give you the clap because you stayed together throughout the whole race. You didn't crash anything. You didn't wreck anything. You didn't have any problems, but you took the safe way out. You took the safe trail, and unfortunately, it wasn't fast enough for you. You turned in a time of 46 minutes, 13.38 seconds. Let's see. 46, not the slowest time by any stretch of the imagination, but damn near the slowest time. But in any event, Al, tell us what you thought about this endurance race and what you felt was either, to your advantage or against your advantage.
Oh, I mean, I thought it was a lot of fun. I just a little early in the morning for me to do much prep work on it, so I wasn't really prepared as I should have been, but it was sticking to the trail, at least on the cart, paid off because I have a history of wrecking carts in spectacular ways. So I thought I would take the safer route this morning, and now I'm going to go get another cup of coffee.
Well, I'll tell you what, Al. You certainly were entertaining in the fact that you didn't wreck anything.
I think I'm more fun when I do wreck things, but
there's a lot of people here that were anticipating the wrecks because we've certainly had many of them during this race. And I'm going to make one final call to anybody that's already raced to come in and to improve their time. And if I don't get a response within the next couple of minutes, I'm officially going to call this endurance race over, and I'm going to call the winner of this race. So, Al, once again, thank you so much for participating. Regardless of whether we see lots of actions or no action, it's great that you participate, and it's great to be able to have you with us as always, Al. I certainly appreciate it.
I enjoyed it very much.